Thank you for joining so far. We'll start at 6:30 sharp. Amanda, at which point you can take it away.
All right, now I go to the next slide. So, welcome everyone. We're excited to have you here for our annual meeting and recognition night. Go to the next slide. I think we have the agenda. So, we're going to go over the annual update from the chair, walk through some accomplishments and recognitions from the year, and then go over a group contest and some a fun game, and then we will introduce 2026 and what that will bring. I'll hand it back to Patrick.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amanda. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're able to join us this evening for our annual meeting, Lean Enterprise Division. Just want to give you an update. We're going to get you through the material today. Make sure that we recognize just some great participation we've had for this year. And then, as Amanda mentioned, hand it over to our chair-elect and have you take a look at the org structure and what's coming up next. But first things first, what did we do for 2025? Well, taking a look at our budget, bottom line is, we have about $3,400 remaining. That's already being allocated for spend. And in all actuality, we're probably going to get close to about 99% of spending that total budget. We were allocated $24,500 for the year. As of today, we have spent $21,020.68. Those of you who want to know what the 68 cents is for, that's a trivia question that you can ask later. But we pretty much done a great job of staying within budget. And this year we are going to be on track, not only to be within budget, but we may come in a little under budget. Remaining $3,400 is going towards conference giveaways that we normally stock up for the upcoming year for the conference. And we'll be making sure that we're well positioned for the 2026 Lean Six Sigma conference and the WQCI conference that will be taking place this year in Orlando. If you can believe that, we're going East Coast for the conference this year. So as you can see, a good chunk of the funds as planned. You can see by the blue bar, 19,008, we're at 19,526. We did very well managing that tightly. And that's including with the cost of things going up. We still managed to work and be within that budget. This is a significant part of how we get out. We interact with our industries, we interact with partners, and interact across ASQ as well. Speaking at conferences, you're going to find out a little bit more about some of those accomplishments. I think in total, we got close to 50 folks that have had a opportunity to speak at conferences this year between the two conferences and a number of other things. I won't steal the thunder of our team members that are coming up, our chair leads that are coming up to give you the update. But that said, promotional giveaways was funding for that. We're going to consume the rest of that this year. The 800 instructor fee, $800 there is being reallocated. We're not asking for any new funds. We're going to reallocate that and spend that again on things that drive member value. And on printing, we do have some funds allocated for some printing in our LBOC. LBOC that's coming up later on so that we can get that distributed and perhaps have that available for some upcoming events. Again, I'll let the chair leads talk to you about that. So that's where we stand financially. And we've done a great job of just managing tightly. Just so you know, as you are aware of, budgets are getting tighter and tighter, and we are still managing as a division to maximize the funds that we have and get the most use out of those funds that we have so far. So pretty proud of what we've done this year. We have a little ways to go, not much left in the year, but we're still going to maximize essentially what we have. Next up, just some accomplishments and a few recognitions. One of the things that we've done this year is we focused on My ASQ. We've seen our traffic drive a little bit better. I don't have the specific numbers. I think some of our chairs may have some numbers they can quote to you, but we have done a better job of gaining traction and consistency in some communications that are going out there. I know that we can all do better in this space, and we're looking to do even more with the new chair coming in of getting more activity in that space. Second thing is looking at our values and our mission and vision for the ASQ, and particularly how that's propagated to the Lean Enterprise Division. We've done a good job of consistently reminding in our monthly meetings and our DMC meetings and where we can within the teams what those goals are, the mission, the vision, the values, and just constantly repeating that on a routine basis. So that theme will carry on into the upcoming year. But just some things to remind us about, the belong behaviors is something that was adopted and that we did a very good job of propagating and making sure that we're thinking about what's beneficial for others on our team, what's beneficial across our divisions, how do we network better, how do we interact in a more diverse way, sharing knowledge, experience, just backgrounds, all of those things diversify us and make us stronger as a whole. And as we look to take on the challenge of growing our membership, of retaining membership and increasing those rates and increasing those numbers, these will be valuable things that help us do that. So that's been a focus. We'll continue with that theme. We've leveraged LinkedIn in a much more effective way. Our LinkedIn site is being utilized more effectively. We've managed to get that tied in not only with ASQ communications, but also activities that are going on. For example, speakers that will be speaking and the events that we'll be participating in, Lean Six Sigma, women in quality events, those things. We tend to communicate those and make sure we get those announced in the LinkedIn site that we have. And we're seeing more responses, but we can do even better. So we're looking to tweak that up as far as activity and traction. And then for our division itself, the Lean Enterprise Division, we're looking for innovative ways. You'll be hearing a little bit about that near the end, about what we're looking to target and do in 2026. Again, limited resources, but how do we maximize those and make the best out of those capabilities that we have? And then how do we make sure that we're continuing to drive value back to you as members? It's meaningful when you get the value out of it, and we're making sure that we're driving that value back to you. And then I'll put in a plug here. We always need volunteers. So you'll find that there's a recruiting theme throughout our annual meeting here. But we're going to have some fun and not just talk about that, but we do need volunteers because it makes this entire process work much easier, and it does distribute the workload so that a lot of people are doing few things as opposed to a few people doing a lot of things. And that's what we like to do, is make sure that we maximize that. A couple of acknowledgments and recognitions that I'd like to take a minute to recognize right now before we get going. And there are some people and there are some names I will call out here that I'd like to say thanks to and recognize what they've done. Number one, Frank Murdoch. Frank has been a tremendous asset and a team member who has provided not only mentorship, but also knowledge. And he has also helped shepherd us. And I know me, being in this transitional chair role for a year, just taking it on and picking it up just to make sure that we continue to execute across the transition period. Frank has been a wealth of resource, a valuable resource, wealth of knowledge, and he always steps in right when it's needed and knows a lot of things. So a sincere thank you to you, Frank, for your contributions and also for your unwavering commitment that you've had to the Lean Enterprise Division. Certainly makes others, I think, want to also be committed. And we really appreciate your contribution. Second, I'd like to say a sincere thanks to Amanda Newman, who kicked us off earlier today. She is the secretary on our Lean Enterprise Division, but this year she has absolutely been just a true valuable jewel in helping us with not only our monthly DMC meetings, some of the coordinated efforts that you see, the meeting minutes getting put out there, captured, coordinating and, for example, pulling this event together, helping coordinate getting the event out. She's done a lot of things, and she's done this simultaneously while she's been taking care of her cats, while she's been getting a promotion into her new job, and simultaneously done all of this while she was driving. She's literally on a conference call, on a camera, on the phone, driving, taking care of the cats, getting promoted, and managing her office space all at the same time. That's a joke, but that's just some of the things Amanda has done. Amanda, sincere thank you for that. Next, Steve Shuelka, who I'd like to recognize. Steve always makes sure that we are on track and that we are staying within the guardrails with ASQ guidelines. Much appreciative for Steve for not only that, but when it comes to us getting to these conferences and making sure that our communications are out, he picked up the communications and the networking role this year and really drove it through for us. Both events that we've been participating in, spearheaded those. He shows up not only on time, make sure that the booths are set up, all of the artifacts and materials that we need are there, helps tremendously with those efforts, and he's there pretty much routine, and you always see his presence around. So much sincere thanks to you, Steve. And then one other shout out that I need to make sure that I don't forget to call, Chris Hayes. Chris did a awesome job for us this year. She was on the board, but she provided consultation, particularly to me and to us in our operating committee meetings monthly that we've had. And she always helps us stay on the straight and narrow as well around our policies and guidelines. She's a wealth of knowledge. She shared that knowledge with us to help us execute month in and month out. She kind of gave us the option. I can go away. And I said, no, I kind of would like to have you from an advisement perspective. She hung around and she operated within her lanes properly, but also helped contribute to our execution this year. And Chris, for that, I'd like to say to you, sincere thanks. Would not have been able to get through this year sitting in this role as chair without each of those names that I've mentioned for a contribution. One other name that I'd like to talk about, and then I'll move on to the next topic. And that is, and if I forgot you, don't worry, I'll make sure that I cover you. Adil Dalal. Adil has come in as chair-elect, and he and I met initially at the beginning, and we kind of hit the ground running. He was willing to jump right in. There have been some administrative things that he took on and consistently got those squared away. I had some business travel, and I had to literally change my travel 1 or 2 days before our last Lean Six Sigma event. Asked if he could cover. He literally jumped right in, covered, and not only did he do that, he networked, and we drove some volunteers back to our organization as a result of that. And some of those are participating in our Lean activities monthly. So sincere thanks to you, Adil. You've been a very good partner working through this year during the transition period. And really thank you for you functioning and fulfilling that chair-elect role. Okay, that's it for me for the recognition. That's all you'll hear from me at that point. The others will get ready to go through their recognitions. But that's sort of where we're standing. We're really, I think, in spite of the challenges and the headwinds, I believe LED is on an uptrend, and we can continue that, but I believe it'll take some aggression from us. I believe it'll take us not only thinking out of the box, but I also think we'll have to be willing to challenge some norms and really see how much we can expand and create exposure and a desire, for value to be retained within the organization, be retained within our group, and be retained and be acquired from those new leaders, as well as maintaining the existing leaders that we have. We have to have both. Can't have all new. Got to have the experience, the seasoned as well. The combination makes for a powerful organization. So that's what we like to drive towards. Let me now hand it off to you, Frank Murdoch, who I just mentioned about. And Frank is going to cover the accomplishments for his team, and then he'll cover some recognitions on the next slide. Frank, may I hand it to you, please?
Thank you, Patrick. And thank you, Patrick, for stepping in as chair and doing an outstanding job in leading this division and being able to get us to where we are so we can actually share these accomplishments with the membership, because without your help, Patrick, we couldn't have done it. So thank you so very much for that. I just wanted to point out some of the accomplishments from the professional development value stream. We've got a number of subject matter experts working together, and we supported the launch of Quincy, which is the ASQ AI agent. It's a large language model that many of you may have experienced on asq.org. And so that was one of the things that we worked on a lot last year, but we saw the launch and continue to support it. We had 15, as Patrick mentioned, LED members present at the 2025 Lean and Six Sigma Conference in Phoenix. At that conference, we ran a Lego airplane simulation kind of a hands-on workshop for participants. It was the first time we tried it. It was very successful. We'll be doing it again. Thanks to Chris Hayes for that. And then we had 31 LAD members present at the World Conference on Quality Improvement in Denver. 26 LAD members have been selected to present at the 2026 Lean and Six Sigma conference in Phoenix. I know we've got a number of our members that submitted for the World Conference in Orlando. We just don't know what that list looks like yet, but we'll share that when we get that. We spent a fair amount of time this year, and actually it started last year, working on the Lean Enterprise Body of Knowledge booklet, which is now in the final layout. And our plan is to begin distribution to our members next year. Hopefully we'll have it available at the Lean and Six Sigma conference, but it's gonna come out, and it's gonna really help enable people to access the Lean Enterprise Body of Knowledge. We've got our SMEs have reviewed 3 of the ASQ Excellence Insights on Excellence reports that came out this year. We do that to really understand and make sure our Lean Body of Knowledge is up to date. And so we've got some recommendations based on that. And then we spent, 6 of us spent time looking at the 6 modules of the ASQ Lean Essentials e-learning, which, by the way, I think is a really neat way to get an introduction to Lean. And we made some recommendations for improvements that we look forward to those improvements being made next year. We also helped initiate a pilot program at the 2026 Lean and Six Sigma conference it's called ASQ Ambassadors. And these are folks that will help businesses, organizations who are sending teams to the conference, help them maximize the value they get out of that conference. And then we also awarded the Wayne Popst Memorial Award for the best publication in our e-zine. Priyank Patel got the award for his article on the power of digital twins in lean transformation. So I'd like to, then if you can go on the next slide, recognize a number of people who made this all possible. April Thomas is our education and training chair, and she's also an SME, worked on the review of actually led the review of the Lean Essentials e-learning and contributed to the Lean Body of Knowledge booklet. And she helped initiate the ASQ Ambassadors pilot program. Jim Nelson, who is our Lean Body of Knowledge chair and an SME, I want to thank him for leading the development of the LBOC booklet. Then Siam Aurora, relatively new leader, but he took on the awards and recognition chair, and he led the whole process for the selection of the Wayne Popst Memorial Award. I want to recognize David Beeling as an SME for helping to review the Lean Essentials for e-learning. Chris Hayes, also an SME. She led the Lego airplane simulation workshop and contributed to the LBOC booklet, as well as helped review the Lean Essentials in e-learning. Priyank Patel contributed to the LBOC booklet and helped review the Lean Essentials for e-learning. Leanne Schillmeyer also contributed to the LBOC booklet. Manny Veloso is also a contributor to the booklet, and same with Chad Vincent. Chad also helped reviewing the Lean Essentials for e-learning. So that's my portion of the presentation. I'm going to turn it, I think I turn it back to you, Patrick, right?
Yes. Thank you, Frank. Thanks for for covering those accomplishments. That's quite a bit that we accomplished. You think about it in a year that's gone by very fast. And congratulations to the team and the recognition on getting as much work done that you did, including the LBOC, in addition to the other accomplishments. So thank you very much for that. Manny Veloso, who is out of the country, asked that I share his updates for the publishing work stream, the publishing value stream that we have. So Frank being the chair of his value stream, Manny is the chair of the publishing stream, and he wanted really for you to understand what was accomplished this year. So if you think about it, down here at the very bottom, there's a total of 2,826 folks that registered for webinars that we had for the year. And out of that registration total, he's estimated that 1,442 folks attended those webinars. That's a pretty good clip if you think about how busy folks are and their opportunity to actually attend some of these webinars. And look at the list and just some of the titles. You probably recall some of these titles that were covered during the year. A lot of great webinars, a lot of great information has been shared. And I will tell you, there are a lot of knowledgeable team members that we have that come and share information in Lean Enterprise Division. So if you're looking for a place to really gain some knowledge, gain some expertise, and learn from some of the experts in the field, I think this is a good place to be. And I would certainly make sure that it's added to my list or it stays on the list. So that's one of the key things that he wanted to share. So really, webinar all the way through the year. I believe this year, the last session for this year, we had the don't have the numbers in for Taryn, but for this annual meeting, that will also be captured as part of the events. Along with that, the next thing is recognitions. So would like to recognize as part of the publishing group, Jody McMahon, who provided just some great support by assisting with the webinar. And Jody, as a matter of fact, think about the fact that we got online here this afternoon. Jody has been very instrumental in not only making sure that these things happen smoothly, but she does things that may not be convenient, but it's very helpful to us, and we're very grateful for that. Jody, for example, we joined a little early today so that we can get on and test some of our technology and test our features. Well, Jody takes time out of her day to make sure that she's available, and that happens well. It happened again here today, so thank you for that. Secondly, Gina Bricado also provides value support with attending the webinars, and she does act as a host and host a few of her own, which is great for our division, and it provided great support for us. So sincere thanks, recognition there for Jody and for Gina. Next, the webinars that are planned for next year, and we do need volunteers. If you'd like to attend or if you'd like to present at one of these webinars, then definitely reach out, and we'll show you in the next slide how you can reach out to Manny, how you can reach out to the value stream and get your name submitted, get all the information that's needed. They help you with getting these webinars set up. They pretty much provide any and everything that you might need in order to get set up for the webinar. You bring your content and they take care of the logistics, the formatting, all of those things, and make it very streamlined. It's pretty straightforward process. Having the privilege of presenting myself once, I can tell you it works very well, and they really have it down to a science. So we do have several that have not been scheduled, and here in the presenters column, you'll see the names that have been added so far. So for October, November, December, if you're looking for an opportunity, please feel free to reach out and be prepared to take advantage of that opportunity. How do you volunteer? And we are looking for volunteers, not only to present, but also to be a part of the publishing work stream. So you can reach out to Manny at the email address here. It's listed here on the screen. The other thing you can do is go to MyASQ. There's in that MyASQ volunteer section that we have roles and responsibilities that you can volunteer. And you can also get a link and go to that site by clicking the QR code that's on the screen. That's a quick way for you to do that now. We'll get a PDF of the materials to you so that you can have that. But feel free to scan the QR code and it should get you to the page. If you have any questions, just email back and we'll make sure you get what you need. Next, the update that Manny had on his page as I open this back up is that for the next year and over the course of 2026, one of the key things that we'll want you to do is not only become active in volunteering, but also participate in as much as you can in any of the other areas that we have in the Lean Enterprise Division. There are a number of positions that are open. And if you're out there now and you happen to be looking around on the site, please feel free to go out there, take a look, and look for opportunities where you think you can make a contribution, where you think you can share. We will absolutely value your input. We will definitely take that contribution and try and make sure that it's not, you're not overtasked. But as I mentioned, we'd like to have a lot of people do a few things as opposed to the other way around. So now that I think I've gotten our screen back, there we go. These are the ways to engage. And you can simply click on the link to engage through LinkedIn. There's a subscription for a webinar. You can click that link. And then once again, at MyASQ LED, you can click on the link here that's coming in the materials. Let me now, I think Steve may have had to drop as a result of a meeting that he needed to attend. And Steve, are you there? I'll just check just to be sure.
He is not. He jumped in, and Patrick, if you want to go over his stuff, you can, or he asked if I would if you didn't want to.
I think having a nicer voice than mine would be great. A nice change up right now. So Chris, if you would like to take it, please do.
I will. I have not looked at these slides, anybody. So just beware. I'm going completely green here. Steve had quite a few accomplishments that he wanted to. We have accomplishments that we think that Steve ought to be recognized for. And Patrick did a great job of already talking about these. Steve's been around ASQ for a lot of years. He's been on the board with Frank and I, and just working all over the place. So we thank him, and we can say all sorts of stuff about him because he's not here, right? Go ahead and click, and let's see here. Oh wait, will you go back go back to that slide for a second? I think I was, am I reading this wrong? It's just got Steve, but then it's talking about supported the booth at Lean Six Sigma. Who's he talking about here?
Yeah, so Steve.
I assumed it was Steve.
Yeah, I could fill in a couple of things. The accomplishments are what he's listed here, supporting the booth at the Six Sigma conference, as well as at the WCQI conference.
This is him though, right?
Yeah,
we are.
Yes. Yep. Okay. Steve and his works and his value stream did those. Hosted a member gathering at the Lean Six Sigma conference. Now, I wasn't at that event. You probably either were aware of that if you attended it, but that's where he hosted a member gathering during that Lean Six Sigma conference during that event back in wasn't in Phoenix. Was it in Phoenix? I think it was in
right outside of
Scottsdale.
No, not Scottsdale. Where the heck were we, Frank?
That's okay. Well, it was
Glendale.
Yeah,
Glendale.
Not Scottsdale. Glendale. So he hosted that and then posted numerous items on MySQ. This is where some of the volume and the traffic that was being done was driven, Chris, and that's what's being referred to here. That's helped our volumes actually get tweaked up, and we're gaining traction as a result of that. Sometimes when these events come up, posting about the event, and for example, on his team, the value streams like Hank, they'll take information and pictures from some of the gatherings, like that group gathering that he had, and they'll post some of those pictures, and also post at times before the event, during the event, and after the event, that drives some traffic to it, which is some smart social media. Anyway, I didn't mean to
No,
creep back in there, but if you like to take the last four, growing the memberships on LinkedIn or what have you, or I could let me know
yes.
what you'd like to
No,
do.
thank you. I appreciate that. I think I was just reading the slide wrong. I thought we were saying, just Steve, but this is really a team effort. His team has done a lot of great things. Our communications value stream has not always been the most active. It's a volunteer organization, right? And Steve's done a great job pulling everybody together and getting all of these things done. Of course, he's at our booth. I don't know how many of you have gone to the Lean Six Sigma conference. It is our division flagship conference. And as Patrick said, we hold a networking event there that is always amazing. And we have a booth to grab information. Let's go ahead. Oh, the last one there, I do want to just touch on because, again, this hasn't been something that we've done throughout the years as well as we should have, but reaching out to our new members, ASQ in general, and as a society, any society actually, we have a hard time retaining our members. It's you join an organization and then you got to figure out how do I belong? How do I engage? How do I get value out of this thing? And so Steve and his team are monthly reaching out to all of the new members that join the Lean Enterprise Division. If you don't know already, if you're fairly new, you can join any division, any section in the society. And obviously you have joined ours because you're here, but every new member that we get, we like to engage and not only ask for your help, but also ask how may we help you? How can we support you in your journey, wherever that takes you and wherever you are currently. Go ahead and do the next slide. Let's talk about some specific people. This is Steve's team. You've heard Patrick talk about Hank. Hank Zarnicki, he's been with us for a while. I did the fishing thing many years ago and pulled him in, and he's been just such a great resource. He's on our call. He just does a great job of representing not only our division, but the society and helping with our networking, specifically Lean and Six Sigma, but also WCQI World Conference through our networking events and all of our key activities. He's done a great job making sure that communications have gone out to all of you and making sure that we have the right things being done at the right time in the right place. Misa, I am not going to try to say Misa's last name. I have butchered it in the past, so we're just going to go Misa R here. Misa's great. He joined us in our social media. He again put himself and his partner, who we don't have on here, into a space where we had a gap. And so he has really done a great job making sure that our social media platforms, our marketing, just our awareness is out there, helping to increase engagement and visibility. And then Sebastian Pop, he's fairly new. I guess probably not. It's been probably, I think, a year now, but he has joined us as our membership chair, and he is one of those people that is reaching out to those new members and making sure that as you join and you engage with us, that you feel heard, that you know that you have somebody to connect with. Go ahead and click. Next slide,
Awesome.
please.
That moves us now to our team event. Before we switch on, though, I'd like to say something about Sebastian Pop. The right person with the right name in that role, because he's going to make our membership pop when it comes to us growing our membership. So we not only try and get the right folks, but the right names in those right roles. So thanks for your contributions there. Chris, this is now where we truly hand it to you and to Adil to now take us through a game activity for our division. So I'll hand it off to you two.
All right. Well, there's we're going to play a game called Kahoot. If you've never played it, it's a lot of fun. Adil actually just gets to sit back because only one of us can run this show. So I'm going to go ahead from my screen and share. Now, just to give you a precursor, there are some prizes here. So we're going to play Kahoot. You are going to have some questions about Lean, of course, and about the Lean Enterprise Division that you are going to answer. And what you're going to need is you're going to need your phone. You can do it on your computer if you open up another web browser, but you are going to either scan a QR code or you're going to go to a website and you're going to type in a number and then you're going to be entered into the game. And when I start the game, what's going to happen is on your screen, you're going to get the question and you're going to press the color of the answer or answers to the questions. And I'll show you how this is going to go here as soon as my screen starts coming up. There we
Yes,
go.
Jerome just let us know he's driving, so he can't play the game. Thank you.
Do not play the game, please.
We really appreciate that. We'd like to see you in person.
Absolutely. Yes. If you're not in a safe place, don't play. Everybody see my screen okay?
I could see it.
All right. I put the nice winter scene on. Okay, so what's going to happen again is you are either going to use your phone. Oh, I see Sam. Scan the QR code, or the alternative is to go to the website at www.kahoot.it. Or you can get the Kahoot app, but that's going to take you a minute. Enter your number.
Frank, you're not eligible for prizes. You know that. I'm just joking.
I'm still going to play.
But you can
this
win.
is fun. Come on.
You can still play and win. Yeah.
So this is a competition. You are going to get rewarded by answering the questions quickly. So the quicker you answer, the better. But be careful, make sure you're looking at the right answers. But again, if you're on your phone or what you're going to be seeing are colors. And you're going to match the color to the answer that you're going to see on the slide. So I'm going to do this first one, and then you're going to see. I want to make sure we don't have everybody on here. I think we've got, are some of you going to be poor sports and you're not going to play? Come on, play. Sometimes it's a little hard to get in. So I do like to give you a minute or two just to make sure if you're going to the website.
And I will tell you, the barcode scan was
Winner.
really
Oh,
easy.
look at that. Winner. Who's winner?
So just to let you guys know that part of this is the Lean fundamentals. And also you have some questions on the Lean division itself. So you're prepared for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
got a
seeing more
couple
and
more
more sign
people.
up. Seeing
Oh.
more and more join and sign up. They probably just need a little moment to get
Yeah,
connected.
that's what I'm thinking. This happens all the time. So I play this game a lot in classes that I teach, and it's always a lot of fun, especially if I'm in a specific company. The competition between co-play or peers is pretty fun to watch. And growing up in a family of 8 sisters and brothers, like to egg them on. So this is going to be fun. All right.
The prizes, there will be a first, second, and third place prize, and nothing big, just a nice small giveaways that we have, certainly within our tight budget, but we wanted to do something. So if you'd like to be a part of that and win one of those prizes, by all means, please definitely join in. And the more, the merrier. I think you have 12 so far. We got 23 on our attendee list. So if we can get it to a good number,
And if you,
that will be great.
yeah, and on the chat, if you are trying to get in and you just need a few more minutes, I think we have the ability for you to raise your hand down at the bottom. Just let me know and I can give you a couple more minutes. But if you're just, I don't want to play, that's okay too. You can give me a thumbs down as a, Okay, here's the quiz. Which of the following best describes the primary goal of lean? Is it maximizing inventory, increasing overtime, eliminating waste, and creating value for the customer, or reducing employee involvement? You're going to have to match the color on your phone with the answer. 20 seconds. Ooh, how did we do? Eliminating waste and creating value for customers, of course, is the right answer. Let's see, how did we do? Ooh, Sam, you're up in the top there. 915 points. April, you're right behind him. Oh, but everybody's pretty darn close. That just had to do with the speed of which Sam pressed the button. All right, let's try another one. This one's a puzzle. This one, you're going to move things around. You can use the little dash sign there, and you can move them around on your slide. Put the 5S steps in order by dragging and dropping. Move them around. At 60 seconds, user error, I'm sure. So we're going to go another 10 seconds and then I'm going to call it at 20. There we go. So the right answer, of course, sort, set in order, shine, and standardize and sustain are together there. So we had 3 correct answers and 9 wrong answers. All right, how'd we do with Sam? Oh, Sam, you slipped. Rome, I hope I'm saying that right. And Steph are right up there at the top. Okay, true or false this time? Standard work should be based on the way we want to do things in the future. True or false? What could it be? 11 answers.
By the way, dancing music is free.
What's that?
Dancing music is free. You dance.
Yes. All right. The answer, of course, is false. We don't base standard work on what we want to do in the future. We base it on how are we currently doing it today. It was a little tricky, maybe. Let's see how you did. Oh, Rome's on a streak here. We've got 3 correct answers in a row for you. All right, another true or false. Standard work, again, should always be based on the slowest person. What do you think? True or false? All right, the answer is false. We got 9 or 2 that had the 9 that had the right answer, 2 that had the wrong answer. Where did we do with our scoreboard? Oh, everybody's the same except our last dude. Dude moved into 5th place. All right, Rome, you're hot. You're on a streak. Okay, here's a quiz. What does the Japanese term gemba refer to? True management, or the management office, the place where value is created, the real place, always at the machine doing the work, or quality inspection station. What do you think? 9 of you. 10 answered. Okay, 10 got it right. 1 got it wrong. Always at the machine doing the work. Of course, if you are in a manufacturing facility and the place you want to look at is at a machine, then that would be correct. But it is not always where gemba is. Okay. Oops, Sam's coming back in. All right, let's see how we're doing. Okay, this is multiple choice again. What is the formula for takt time? Is it customer demand divided by production time multiplied by customer demand, throughput divided by inventory, or available production time divided by customer demand? It's a little harder, maybe for some of us. More. Oh, ooh, we're at 50-50. So the correct answer was green, available production time divided by our customer demand. That's our tech time, the drumbeat of how often we need part to be falling in our hot little hands. So let's see here. The answer that the other 5 got wrong, it was just it was the reciprocal, customer demand divided by. All right, scoreboard. Ooh, Joe, nice job. She, I'm assuming with a J-O, is in the lead. Frank's right behind her. Go girls, girl power. That's all I'm saying. If Joe is a girl, assuming. I can't tell from where I'm at. In lean, value is defined from the perspective of business performance. What do you think? True or false? You all get that one right. More of you. Press your buttons. Or they quit. Not sure. We didn't get everybody to answer. 3 of you said true, but that is not correct. I mean, although business performance is obviously important, it's all about customer perspective. Value is always based on the customer's perspective. So it is false. All right, what'd that do to our ranking? April's coming up. She passed up Rome. Joe, you're still up there. Frank, you're still up there. Frank's on a streak here. Not too far difference. Okay, multiple choice. Which sectors or industries does lean apply to? Manufacturing, healthcare, government only, small startup companies only, any industry or sector, or higher education institutions only. Any industry or sector is correct, and you all got it correct. And that is okay, again, that you are driving and missing the game. You are missing some fun. Okay, Sam came up into our 5th place. Everybody else stayed the same. That should have been a really fast one for you. Okay, what's the main objective of a Gemba walk? Is it reviewing financial reports, observing processes and resolving challenges, assessing employee performance, or talking to employees? This is kind of a catchy one, isn't it? Oh, we had one wrong. Reviewing financial reports is not correct. The correct answer, of course, is observing the processes and being out there to resolve challenges that our employees are coming up against. Okay, what did we do? Oh, everybody stayed the same. Joe, you I looked away for a second. I didn't know if your number went up, but I think you're all in the same place. April's back with an answer streak of 3. Nice job. Lean thinking is said to have originated at the Ford Motor Company. What do you think? True or false? Frank, if you get this wrong, I'll never speak to you. What do we think? Oh, we got some wrong. 5 of you said that it's true, and 6 of you said it is false. Where did the lean thinking, where do we say that it came from? Toyota, right? Now, is there a little bit of argument over where it actually started? Absolutely. But I would say it was definitely not necessarily Ford that we say did that. Okay, Frank, Joe, you got that one wrong. Darn it. Where's my girl power? All right, April, come on. Frank's in the lead. He's got his streak going. 8 correct answers in a row. All right, another multiple choice. This one's now into our lean enterprise. It's double points for all of these. Prime purpose of the lean enterprise division is to what? Certify all Lean Six Sigma belts worldwide? Is it to regulate manufacturing safety standards in North America? Is it to ensure, that's not ensure, serve as a global network helping individuals not register? That is the correct answer. Sorry, I couldn't read those that quickly. Creating lean training content. While we do that, whoever answered that one, that is not our main primary purpose. We are sharing. Okay, how do we do? Oh, Frank went down. April, all right. Sorry, guys, but I got to go for girl power here. I'm pretty proud. All right, we're moving all over the place. This is getting tight. This one's another one on the Lean Enterprise Division, so it's double points. Lean Enterprise Division has 2-year terms for its chair, chair-elect, and secretary positions. True or false? Now, you may not know that if you're not in our leadership team, which tells you that you should be. You should volunteer and come join us. One more answer, please. I have 10. 20 seconds left. Where's number 11? We missed one person. So what's the answer? The answer is false. We are not on 2-year terms, although we have talked about it and we have gone back and forth over the years. Sometimes the having a little bit more time helps when you're in a leadership position, and sometimes it's just really long. It takes a lot of time. All right, how'd we do? KV, I haven't seen your name up there. All right, I'm seeing some new names. April's still on top. Let's see what we can do in our next Lean Enterprise Division question. Again, double points. This one's multiple choice. It's multi-select, so you can select more than one. Lean Enterprise Division is broken up into what value streams? Pick all of them that apply. Publishing, networking, communications, professional development. I'm just going to throw out a little hint here. We are talking about value streams. What value streams are recognized?
A hint, we just covered them.
We did. We did. So the value streams that the Lean Enterprise Division is broken out into is all of them except networking. We do networking. Networking falls under our communications value stream. The value streams, of course, in Lean are what is the value that we are bringing to our customers. And publishing, of course, our webinars and our newsletters, communications. It's all of the, communications, emails, those kind of things. And then professional development, all of the things that Frank went through. We also have support processes as well. All right, how do we do? Frank moved up, April still on top. We've got Steph up there, KV and Rome. All right. These double pointers are good. Now this one's a slider. Can you guess what our total current membership of the Lean Enterprise is today? You're just going to use your slider, slide it on your phone or your app, website. Be fully transparent. I had to go look before I put the right answer in. So, okay, let's see. Where will it end? $8,200 is our current membership. How did we do? Ooh, Frank went down and swapped with Steph. Nice job. So you all must have been pretty close. What did you do? Chat GPT real quick. I want to know the secret. You all got it right. All right, 15 of 15. This is the last one. It is multi-select, double points. Lean Enterprise Division needs volunteers in which following areas? Pick all that apply. Is it in the newsletters? In the webinars? In member retention? In creating standard work? What do you think? Where do we need our volunteers? When y'all get it right. Oh, we've got 9 that said red, 8 that said blue, 10 that said yellow. Let's see here. Oh, here's our final. Okay, April, Steph, and first place, 11 out of 15. Frank, good job. That is our leaderboard. Okay, well, that was it. Thank you so much for playing this game. They are always a lot of fun. Sometimes the stuff that we have to go over with you, the numbers and such, can be not quite as exciting. So we'd like to give you something exciting. I am done with that. Patrick, I'm handing it back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris. That was fun to me. Enjoyed that. Love the music too. And I saw a couple of heads bobbling. I was my own head was bobbing a little bit. That was great. Kahoots is a great interactive educational and learning tool. And I hope we get to use this again. And Chris, thanks for allowing us to leverage your Kahoots tool and facilitating the session. And thanks to Adil also for helping with the questions. And Steve, I think, was involved with submitting some questions too. So sincere thanks to all of you for that. That was truly fun.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move to our final section, and we're about to head into the home stretch and wrap it up. We're not going to keep you any longer than we need to. So this is just a view. This is being updated. It's not totally up to date yet, but I'd like for you to focus down on the bottom section here. I now move in 2026 to the past chair. Adil is our incoming chair, current chair-elect he is, and then Frank, it will be our chair-elect coming in, who accepted that nomination. Amanda is going to remain and stay on as our secretary. I'm so excited about that. And then there are a couple of other areas that we're updating. There are some changes that are taking place, and we'll get this updated and back out to the group at large. But just so you know, the primary changes that are taking place here are going to be the chair, chair-elect, and past chair. So I'll be sort of stepping in the background, moving away. Adil is going to be coming in front. And with that said, I'd like to, as our last agenda item for our meeting, introduce to you our incoming chair, Adil Dalal. A round of applause, standing ovation. I really appreciate what Adil has done, not only fulfilling the chair-elect role, but just great contributions. We've had some great and engaging times at some of the past events this year, and I believe he's going to make a great contribution for us in 2026. So Adil is going to give you just a brief outlook on 2026, some short remarks, then we'll pitch again. Adil, please mention the volunteers that we need, and then from there we will wrap it up. Then we'll wrap it up, and we may take a couple of Q&A. But go ahead, Adil, so we can get through your intro.
Thank you. Thanks, Patrick. Thanks, amazing team. LED has been very close to my heart, and I think it's a testament to all of us that you're spending the Wednesday afternoon with us. So we may not be that boring, correct? So thank you very much for being here. I started my journey actually with the Lean Division 20 years ago. And Frank mentioned Wayne Paust. He was the chair at that time. And unfortunately, during his term, he passed away, or just after his term, he passed away from cancer. So, but I've been with ASQ. I've been the chair of the HDNL division for 3 years. I held that role, and we took HDNL from being a unrecognized division to an award-winning division, and very proud of that division. And it's doing extremely well, and I'm very happy for that. And with this team, I'm really, really excited. I think Lean is the present and the future. It is, you know, I'm very passionate about Lean, but I'm also, for some of you know that, you know, Lean and AI is something which I'm both passionate about. And, you know, there is a book out on that, which is really combining those two. And that is what we need. We need innovation. We cannot just sit on what has been developed 60 years ago, 50 years ago, and hope to be successful. World is changing, and we need to rapidly keep pace. And that will be my vision, my kind of direction as we go through, is to really primary three things I want to do: add value, add value, add value. Those are the three things. And there'll be different ways we will add value. We're already started initiating for the business plan for 2026. We're going to, do something called primers. Those were very successful. If anyone remembers from HDNL, these are small booklets with packed with knowledge on different topics. So we'll definitely need authors and publishing experts in those. So as I give you what we are planning to do, I'm also going to tell you what volunteers we need for those roles, because these will be new initiatives and we'll need really solid volunteers for those. We're going to, Frank talked about the LBOK. What an amazing initiative we have. And we're going to launch that in the Lean Six Sigma conference. We're also trying to see if we can develop a Lean app with that, which will help people understand this book in a very different way. So we may need user testers for that. We're also planning to start a Lean podcast. That will be really fantastic. Today, everything is a podcast, everything is, media. So this will be very important for all of us. So we may need someone who can help us with scheduling, supporting this role, editing some of the shows, and also obviously guesting on those. If you have some amazing topics on Lean, would love to host you on that. Social media, YouTube presence. We really need to take this to the next level. So we need more support. Anyone with expertise in that area will be, highly valuable to the team. April here has really gotten a couple of really great ideas, and we are going to launch those two. One is the book club, and the other is the Lean Coffee, and we are fully supportive of that. So if you guys have any new ideas, I'm always open to. It's all about results. It's all about values. It's not personal. It's not going to be about each one of us. It's going to be about members. What are the touch points? What value we can add to you, and how we can interact with you. Don't be shy to let us know how you feel about us. We really like your feedback, and we really want to learn from you guys. Okay, so I hope that was brief enough for you, Patrick. But I really appreciate all of you. Chris, you've done a fantastic job supporting the division, though you were not technically officially, but thank you very much. You did a fantastic job. Patrick, really, I know it was tough to be a chair for a year, but you really, did a fantastic job. And thank you for bringing us to this point and a very good handoff. Frank, Amanda, Steve, all of you guys, Manny, I cannot say enough about you guys. You guys are great people, and I hope we can grow together as we get into this new year. So thank you. Happy New Year to all of you if we don't meet.
Awesome.
Go ahead, Patrick.
Bill, thank you for that. And really appreciate you stepping in and looking forward to some of the things that you're going to add your mark, place your mark on Lean Enterprise Division coming in your role. So thank you for that. Before we wrap up, any questions that we got either in the chat box or from the members that are out there that we can take? Any questions? Okay, I don't think there's anything in the chat. Just wanted to make sure we didn't miss anything. If you do have a question afterwards, or you have any comments or feedback, including on how we can make the annual meetings even better, we welcome your input and welcome those suggestions. With that said, I'd like to say thank you for attending the 2025 annual business meeting for the Lean Enterprise Division. If we don't connect again prior to the holidays, want to wish everybody a safe and wonderful and enjoyable and restful holiday. And look forward to seeing you in the upcoming meetings and events that are taking place. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.
Take care. Bye, everybody.
Take care,
Stay
guys.
safe. Happy
Take care.
holidays.
Bye-bye. Happy holidays. Take care. Bye.